Have you ever stepped onto a bus, train, or subway and noticed that the seats are covered in wild colors, abstract shapes, or seemingly random squiggles? At first glance, they might look like something designed by an artist with unlimited imagination. But those unusual fabrics aren't there just to make public transport look interesting. In fact, they're the result of decades of practical thinking, engineering, and psychology. From hiding stains to making passengers feel more comfortable, every swirl and splash of color has a purpose. So why do public transit seats usually have such strange patterns? Let's uncover the surprisingly clever story behind one of the most overlooked parts of everyday travel right here on History of Simple Things. Early buses, trams, and railway carriages in the late 19th and early 20th centuries often featured simple wooden benches or plain upholstered seats covered with solid colored fabric or leather. While these materials looked neat when new, they quickly revealed dirt, wear, and damage from thousands of passengers. As cities expanded after World War II and public transportation became busier than ever, transit agencies searched for fabrics that could withstand constant use while still looking presentable. By the 1970s and 1980s, improvements in textile manufacturing allowed designers to create complex woven patterns specifically for buses and trains. Since then, these distinctive seat designs have become an iconic part of public transportation around the world. The number one reason transit seats have busy patterns is surprisingly simple. They hide messes. Every day, thousands of people sit on the same seats carrying dust, rainwater, food crumbs, pet hair, and dirt from their clothes. A plain blue or gray fabric would quickly show every stain and scuff. Instead, manufacturers weave multiple colors together into intricate geometric or abstract designs. These patterns naturally disguise small stains, fading, and signs of wear, allowing seats to maintain a cleaner appearance between scheduled deep cleanings. This doesn't mean the seats aren't cleaned regularly. Most transit systems follow strict maintenance schedules, but patterned fabric helps them continue looking acceptable during the busy hours between cleanings. Many people assume these colorful designs are simply printed onto the fabric like a t-shirt graphic. In reality, many transit seat covers are made using woven textiles, where differently colored threads create the pattern itself. Because the colors are built into the fabric rather than sitting on the surface, they resist fading much better over years of heavy use. These specialized fabrics are also engineered to survive constant friction from passengers sliding in and out of seats every day. Many include synthetic fibers such as wool blends, polyester, or nylon that balance comfort with exceptional durability. Some modern fabrics are even treated to resist fire, moisture, and vandalism while remaining relatively easy to replace if damaged. Interestingly, the patterns also affect how passengers perceive the environment. Studies in environmental psychology have shown that visual complexity can make minor imperfections less noticeable. When your eyes focus on an intricate design, small stains or faded areas blend into the background instead of immediately catching your attention. Designers also avoid creating patterns that are too bright or distracting. Instead, they often use balanced combinations of blues, reds, greens, and neutral tones to create a welcoming atmosphere without overwhelming passengers. The result is a cabin that feels cleaner and more visually comfortable, even after years of service. Transit seat fabrics often become part of a city's identity. In places like London, Berlin, Tokyo, and Melbourne, certain seat patterns have become instantly recognizable to local commuters. Some transport authorities even commission exclusive textile designs that cannot be used elsewhere, giving their buses and trains a unique visual signature. These custom fabrics also help prevent theft. Since the material is specially manufactured for transit agencies and isn't sold commercially, replacing stolen or damaged sections is easier to manage, while stolen fabric is much harder to disguise or resell. Beyond appearance, transit upholstery must meet strict safety standards. Most seat fabrics are required to be flame-resistant and produce minimal smoke if exposed to fire. The cushions underneath are also carefully selected to meet fire regulations while remaining comfortable during long journeys. Modern seat covers are designed for easy maintenance as well. Individual cushions or fabric panels can often be removed and replaced without rebuilding the entire seat, reducing repair costs and keeping vehicles in service longer. For transit operators managing hundreds or even thousands of vehicles, these practical details save significant time and money over the lifetime of a fleet. You might wonder why transit agencies don't simply use black seats to hide dirt or white seats to make cleanliness easier to spot. The answer lies in temperature and appearance. Solid black fabrics absorb more heat from sunlight, making seats uncomfortable on vehicles with large windows. White fabrics, meanwhile, show even the smallest marks, making them look dirty almost immediately despite regular cleaning. By combining multiple colors into patterned designs, manufacturers create a practical middle ground that stays visually balanced, remains comfortable in varying conditions, and continues looking presentable throughout years of daily service. Those colorful, seemingly random seat patterns aren't random at all. They're the product of decades of engineering, textile innovation, and practical experience. Every color, thread, and shape helps solve real-world problems, from disguising stains and resisting wear to improving passenger comfort and creating a sense of local identity. So the next time you board a bus or train, take another look at the seat beneath you. What appears to be abstract artwork is actually one of the smartest design solutions in public transportation. A simple idea that quietly keeps millions of daily journeys looking cleaner, lasting longer, and feeling just a little more pleasant. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.